morning. It's a Saturday. We're leaving Arzon and we're going to Quiberon, which if you looked across the water you could probably see it because it's on the other side of the Cove. But it's going to take over an hour to get there. And we're going to stop at a grocery store on the way. We're also going to stop at a Château / castle on the way. It's like 8 miles from where we are right now. So we're going to go there first. We don't know if we're going to go in it or just take pictures of the outside, but you can ride in a boat around the moat. And I'm kind of hoping we can do that with Cove. Obviously, if she can't come, we're not going to do it, but I think that'd be hilarious. So, castle first, and then a grocery store at some point, and probably grocery store first, castle, and then a new location. And it's about to be a heat wave, so the place we're going is going to be a little bit cooler than where we are and where we're going after this. So that's why we're moving closer to the beach. We went to 2 grocery stores on the way, but we finally made it, and now we're at the castle. Château Suscinio. Do you pronounce it that way too?
Suscinio.
Suscinio. There's an I before though. Suscinio. Wow, it's huge. What was that?
So I love walking up to historic landmarks with bags of poo in my hand.
Except for he said shit. We're allowed to cuss on this vlog.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Cove decided to go right there. This is the view that she had. There he is. I really want to go in that boat with Cove. And Josh, but Cove's never been in a boat. Josh has just went back to get tickets because we didn't realize you couldn't get them at the entrance. So he's gone back, and Kobe and I are just sitting in the shade because she's a bit toasty. But you know what would make you not so toasty? A ride in a boat. So awkward when it comes to speaking to people because I just helped this family take a family picture, and then I was walking away and I forgot how to say goodbye, so I said bonjour. And also I was in the grocery store and the lady came over and helped me get trash out of the shopping cart, and I didn't know what she was doing, and then I was like, bonjour, or should have said merci. Idiot. It's fine. We're going into the castle now. How many dogs play with other dogs in the castle in France? Yeah. At least 2. Okay. Kobe, what are you having? Water? Let's see if we can go with Cove.
Sugar, I'm trying to. I will, but I'm just trying to film as well. now we're going into the actual castle. Nice, nice, nice. Cove, what's happening? What's happening?
This is a shallow bar. We survived. Cove, how was your first time on a boat? Covey? Doesn't care, there's new smells. Almost hit a couple of swans. Couple of swans almost hit us. But we survived. Thanks to Josh's pushing skills with the pole.
Just about survived.
Just about what?
Survived.
Camper van parking, just where I expected to be at 31. It was supposed to be less than an hour to get to the next campground when we checked earlier. Now it's going to be 2 hours, probably more because we're in the van. And it's already 4? Yeah, it's almost 4:30, so a bit of stress.
53 minutes.
We've landed back in California. It's going to take us 2 hours to go 30 miles. And it's hot. Luckily we're not doing this tomorrow. Tomorrow's supposed to be like 90 degrees. But it's still really hot. What's the temps? 80, but it feels hotter because we don't have air conditioning.
I would have wanted to do that in Jeep.
Maps is sending us down the tiniest roads. And so far Josh deserves 4 beers for his driving. But that's going to keep going up, I feel.
That's how we should have traveled.
Train tickets and really nice hotels.
We could have had a 2-month trip luxury instead.
We have just over 7 miles, just over 40 minutes. Yeah, we're gonna get there 30 minutes before they close, so hopefully their hours are right and we can get into our spot. Minutes. We're listening to Taylor Swift, so I gotta stop this so that I don't get copyright infringed. Bye!
What was it?
Yeah, we made it. We're in a fancy restaurant near the campsite. I ordered an entire truffle pizza for myself. It's on its way.
Good girl. Good girl.
This is the strongest shot of espresso I've ever had in my entire life, but I got 4 hours of sleep because I thought someone was breaking in last night, so at 4 a.m. I got woken up and never went back to bed. So I need this. It's 9 p.m. We just finished dinner, and now we're coming down to look at the water across the street for the sunset. It's really pretty. We're back here. We had a little Wi-Fi scroll fest because neither of us have really looked at our phones today. And now we just made the bed, and it is, I don't even know what time it is. 10:23. I thought it was later than that. It's 10:23, and we're both really exhausted, so we're gonna go to bed. But long story short, last night at 4 a.m. I was laying down and I woke up to what I thought was a moth on my legs, like felt like the wings. And I got my phone light and it was water that had dripped onto my legs, but the drips of it felt like, I don't know. Anyways, and it didn't look like it lined up, that it could have come from the skylight. And so I was convinced someone was outside and they like shot water through the window at me for some reason. And then I like leaned and I couldn't hear anybody, so I like shone my flashlight and it didn't work because it was too dark outside. And then I listened at the door, and then I listened at the window, and I swear I heard more water, like being drunk or something. So I was convinced someone was outside, and I woke Josh up, and we both sat there and listened for like 30 minutes, and I kept swearing I could hear somebody out there, like on the chair. And then we heard our door click, and Josh looked outside with a light, and I was like holding the door shut. It was really scary. And I told Josh to go to sleep because he had to drive, but I stayed awake, and I stayed awake all morning. So I woke up at 4 a.m. today, and it was really scary. And then more water fell on my leg at like 5:30 or 6, and I looked up, and it did line up with the skylight. I just couldn't tell in my tired state. So there was no one outside, and they didn't put water through the window. So that's the story. So I'm going to bed. As you can tell, I'm tired because I can't talk. See you tomorrow. Another day, another castle. Let's go find Château something. I have to check the name. I don't know. I'm gonna go walk. It's like an hour from this campsite at the very edge of the peninsula. And then I think maybe a French pharmacy and a bakery and another store and another store on the way. I don't know. We'll see what we find. Got about 15 minutes into the walk, and then maps took me to the highway, basically, that we drove in, that has no walkways. Literally the tiniest little side bit that you're supposed to walk on the grass next to the cars. No, I'm not gonna get run over today. So I'm walking all the way back to where I began, and I'm just gonna make my own path there, and it's probably gonna take twice as long, but at least it'll be a sidewalk. Okay, I'm actually thrilled it's making me come back because now there are donkeys by the beach. So we just saw the circus is here the 15th and the 16th. Today's the 13th. And I swear everywhere we've gone on this trip, there's been posters for the circus, and it's always like the day we leave or like the day after we leave, or it was there the day before. We're missing it, but like a day everywhere we go. So it's like we're following the circus like just slightly off time. And I would really love to go to a French circus, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Water is so calm and clear over here. I'm actually regretting not making this into a beach day instead of a walking day. So nice. These houses are huge. They're like huge cottages. And this is their view. So it's 40 minutes, just a little over a mile to get to the castle from here, but it is 4, so I'm not sure. But right now I'm just enjoying the sun. I'm walking back because it's gonna rain in 30 minutes, and I wouldn't even made it to the castle in that amount of time. Came down to check out the tide pools, and I don't see anything in them, but I have found some sea glass. I just saw a piece down here. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's tiny though. Made it back. It rained a tiny bit, but not terribly. I'm making dinner. We're having spinach ricotta ravioli, veg. I think that's it, just a lot of veg. And then we're gonna watch the bear and probably try to go to bed before midnight for the first time in a long time. So we are heading to our last campsite before going back to London, and we've gotten to the bottom of what the sulfur smell has been. We didn't realize you needed to empty your water tank at every stop, and so we haven't done it at any of the stops until now. And we're emptying it, and it's the worst smell of my life.
Clarify that
It's not toilet water. It's literally just sink water that we've like rinsed stuff in and brushed our teeth and gave Cove a bath in the shower once. Like, it's not even dirty water, it just smells so bad.
She stinks.
I think it's because it's been sitting in a tank for like 3 weeks because we didn't realize you needed to empty it
And the heat as well.
so often. Oops. It's still going. Today we're off to Rennes. We're gonna try to go by a vet on the way to get her stuff for the UK. Yeah, about a 2-hour drive.
Straight left.
Straight for a minute and then left.